All right, and we are back with the end of day report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live at PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. Let's get it. All right, so bonds. Yet again, we hit a new 52-week low. Ouch. The difference, though, today is we have a rally alert for tomorrow's trading after hitting this new fresh 52-week low. Is the market ready to give up and say no more? Is the market ready to say enough is enough? We got to do something about these interest rates. We got to come in here and we got to stop the bleeding. We got to put in a bottom. Looks like some people are saying this is a good point to start to defend. We got buying interest that came into the market today for the first time in a long time. The last time we picked up any kind of bid activity was back here on September the 22nd. And there have been no bids for weeks. And now all of a sudden, they're ready to take another stab at it. Well, if it takes, then the upside target is about $110 a share. That will be the initial upside target on the TLT, the long-term bonds. So we shall see. Will the bulls finally have their day in the sun? And speaking about the sun, what about the NASDAQ 100 by way of the QQQ? So last night we talked about the situation of the narrow range inside day after a major rally alert and how this is a setup bar where either the market is going to do what it said it's going to do, or you can get a very sharp reversal in the opposite direction because this is a bear market. Remember, we talked about that last night. Well, today the market decided it wanted to rip higher. So we got that upside production from the rally alert. All right. Finally got that upside production, and the market is looking to continue tomorrow. It seems like every day, though, is a warning in this particular market. Why do I say warning? Because let's look at the last two times, or let's just say, let's look at the last time we got this type of situation going. Well, the last crash alert happened, but this one's a rally alert. This one right here was an alert, more on the neutral side than not. So is this one, so is this one. But the last solid alert we got was this one on October the 7th, and it did produce the downside production. This time we got this rally alert, and we're looking for a repeat of this pattern back here. So more often than not, you do get those situations that will occur. So I'm thinking that at this point, it's going to be interesting. I think we are going to get that upside production tomorrow. Bottom of the Kumo cloud, we'll say $300 psychological upside resistance. That's going to be the initial target for this upside move if the market can get it. So looking bullish on the NASDAQ 100. What about silver? Well, looking at SLV, we got a situation here where we had this rally alert, but we got no upside production today. Instead, we had a narrow bar as well, and it's occurring underneath the Kumo cloud, right at the bottom of the Kumo cloud, which is a major resistance handle here. So I'm thinking that this market's going to really struggle to get above 1750, especially on a close. So this is interesting. The last time we got a bar like this was back here, and you saw how the market dumped. So I know we're consolidating also up in this part. So it's a question as to what's going to give first. So this is just day one from a rally alert. So you got 3 to 5 days from the alert, because sometimes the alerts do lead the market. So maybe silver is going to surprise us, with an upside surprise. We'll be watching it to see what happens. Well, looking at the S&P 500, the SPY, we also have some upside production today in this one. Looks like the market is setting the stage for another rally tomorrow. Bottom of the Kumo cloud, we'll call it $400, the overhead psychological resistance. So this market still has about another $29 or so to run before it meets resistance. So interesting, uh, you know, number of events happening. What about the US dollar? Well, as you can see here, we had a crash alert coming into today, and what do we get? We got pressure. We didn't hit a new low. We didn't hit a new weekly low, but the market did remain under pressure most of the day and could not rally. So it's just elongating, stretching itself out here, but the bears are still under control in the US dollar as we look at UUP. All right, taking a look now at ADA Cardano. And this market, as you can see here, the bears are in control. We have more downside. Market looks like it's getting ready to test and take out the bearish pointer of the last 52-week low. So the 52-week low is now in play for ADA Cardano. Litecoin came into today with a rally alert. This is day one. We didn't get any upside production, but again, we can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. The upside target, the initial target, is going to be about, we'll call it 57. 57 will be initial target on the upside production for Litecoin. Looking at Theta. All right, so Theta right now, you had the rally alert, you had the initial upside production. Now the market's kind of leveling out, so it's under some pressure. Not a lot of buying interest. We did get some initial interest, and then here we had the machines. Got a positive bot check here, so I do think we in another day or two, this one should break higher and get to between between a buck 20 and a buck 25 for upside target. But it also right now is running a risk of furthering this consolidation pattern. It's been under 2, but right now I'm going to say the bulls have the slight advantage. If they can take advantage of the current market conditions, they should be able to get that buck 25. Looking at XRP Ripple. All right, so it's also 2 days in now from the rally alert, so we're going to keep watching this one as well to see if it rips higher. Next up is the US dollar cash index. We looked at the UUP. Now we're looking at the actual index to see what's going on. And as you can see here, market is under pressure, just like in the UUP. We had the crash alert coming into today. We didn't get any new weekly lows, but it looks like we could possibly see that in the next day or two. And again, 109 is the current major support area. All right, looking now at, let's go to the Dow Jones by way of the diamonds. Ticker is DIA. And you can see here we got more upside production, hit a new weekly high today before pulling back into the close. Around the $320 mark would be the upside initial target on this run here. Market is expanding the range, is expanding the upside of the trading range. We'll see if it can continue to do so, but this is a consolidation pattern in a bear market. Bear market rallies, so just keep that also in mind. All right, and next up we got gold. We looked at silver. Now let's see if there's any hint in gold. Well, we got the rally alert here. Today we didn't get any upside production, but this is day one after that rally alert, and we did have this positive bot check back here. So I'm thinking that there is some accumulation going on right now, some accumulation factors. Bottom of the Kumo cloud around a buck 60, so about $160 a share is the initial upside target on GLD if the market can catch a bid and get going. Needs to build some momentum. Looking at the Russell My Hustle, it's also expanding the higher end of the trading range from the rally alert we got here. Now, it's been a very strange consolidated type of a pattern because you had the back-to-back rally alerts, and it took the market 4 days to give the initial upside production. Then the market drifted sideways for 2 days and then absolutely collapsed and then took out the low and hit a new 52-week low, then reversed, and now here we are today, taking out the last high, which expands the trading range, only to have the price action pull back into the close, back below this initial high. So very interesting price action in this bear market. It's not a typical bear market rally. It's just a technical bounce off of the bear market lows. So very interesting to see what's shaping up in these markets. $185 is the initial upside target on the IWM. This will be the Russell ETF. All right, let's take a look at oil. A lot of talk still about oil and war, but the market is having none of it. So we had a rally alert coming into today. You got some initial upside production, but trade was mostly muted. So right now, the bulls and bears are kind of even. I would give the nod, though, to the bulls, being that we had the rally alert coming into today's trading, and we did at least get the initial upside production for that, hitting a new weekly high. So the nod, the hat's going to be tipped into the favor of the bulls. For the crude oil, this ticker is OIH, which we like to use because it tracks the crude oil futures pretty good. So we got price action back above the Kumo cloud. You cross into a green zone. All right, you went from a bearish overall perspective now to back to a bullish one, looking like the market may be ready to relock back in, and we could see some new highs coming in the energy market. Now, to top everything off, here is our Bitcoin by way of the Bitcoin futures. And as you can see, we have 2 back-to-back muted sessions in a row. So this is day 2 now. It's the second day from this rally alert here. We got the rally alert on the 16th, and then we had the next trading session giving us another alert, but then today we got absolutely nothing. And as you can see here, you are in the devil's box within this bear market, which means that upside reversal should be imminent and could be quite explosive, and that would put the price action back at the 22,000 mark. So I'm thinking that's what the upside potential initial target's going to be. So we're looking between 21,000 to 22,000 should be a nice upside target in the Bitcoin. And then last but not least, here is the Ethereum by way of Ethereum futures. And you can see here, same scenario. We had the initial rally alert on October the 16th, and then we had the 2 back-to-back narrow range inside muted trading sessions. And we have another alert for tomorrow. We're 2 days in. Like I said, these indicators can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So we still got some time before the upside target of 1,500 is tested in the Ethereum. So that's what we're looking at here. All right. Let's see. My man Loco needs some stuff for the land down under, which their trading session is underway for Wednesday. So let me go ahead and hook you up. All right, you want to see S32. Haven't looked at this one in a while. Let's see what's on and popping with it. All right, let's see. All right, so for this one, it's been pretty flatlined as well, but you did get this. Okay, this is an interesting one. So the Bears have been trampling for a while. You got your initial rally alert on October the 4th. You got your immediate upside production from it Then the market pulled back, gave you another alert on October the 12th, and now you're here enjoying the upside production from that, and you're already touching the bottom of the Kumo cloud. So you're already at that, we'll call it $3.80, $3.90 initial upside target. So the next one is around the $4.10 level. All right. So right now the bulls are keeping the market, level for now. So I give the nod to the bulls for now from a pure momentum perspective, but you have crossed from a bullish to a bearish market in this one. So keep that in mind as well. It's probably going to consolidate and move sideways for a time being. And that's my take on the S32 from an algo chart perspective. Now looking at BBX, let's pull this one up. This is BBX Minerals on the ASX. And let's see what we got. Okay, this one doesn't have that much data, so it may not meet all of the requirements for the system, but it shouldn't matter because you are heavily consolidated at this 6 cent level is heavily consolidated. Bottom of the Kumo cloud is around 8 cents, and this one is just not getting off the ground. But you do have a rally alert for tomorrow, but these alerts have been flip-flopping all over the place. Let me see if I can get a clearer picture on the weekly. And this one doesn't have that much data, so I'm not getting a clear. Yeah, this is just one big long consolidation. Let's see if we got a monthly. The monthly can help us out here. All right, so on your monthly, you got a rally alert on the monthly. The bottom of the Kumo cloud at 20 cents, and then at 40 cents is your two upside targets. So from the monthly chart here, it's looking like you do have something going on here. So I want to say, so far on this monthly, it's looking like I said, 20 cents is the upside target, and then 40 cents. That's where you are right now with this one. And I see it can stay flat for quite some time. It has done that back here in 2014. So from May of 2014 all the way until October of 2015, that's how long this thing moved sideways for a whole year before catching some kind of rhythm in October of 2015, where it went from a penny to 18 cents. And then it just kind of like drifted sideways, and then it started drifting higher. And then you got this big spike run up in June of 2017. And this was your consolidation bar that lasted from June of 2017 all the way until August of 2020. So for 3 years, this security moved sideways. And then all of a sudden, the market exploded in 2020, ran up to 71 cents. And then from there, it's just been in a downtrend, a nice prolonged bear market. So maybe this time the market's trying to find a support. The last time you got this rally alert signal was January of 2000 this year, and the market didn't give you any upside production. It waited until the fourth month, and then you got this nice spike up here all the way up to 24 cents. All right, so only 4 cents out of it before the market pulled back to where you are now at 6 cents. So this one's been all over the place, but it doesn't seem like it wants to trend. It really hasn't ever trended. It's just been moving sideways with little spikes, and then the market comes back down. But on a better news story is this. Let me give you some hope here. So your initial bullish pointer of October of 2015, the market did finally test and take that out, produced another bullish pointer in June of 2017. And it took a while, but the market finally bested it in September of 2020. And now that's your new bullish pointer, all right, that the market is going to test and take out. So it's not necessarily a bad idea if you were to get in there now and just be ready to ride it. And and then when it gets up here to test or take out this bullish pointer at 71 cents, that's what you'll be looking to get out if the market doesn't hold. All right, so that's your BBX. All right, I got another one here. This sounds like a pink sheet. Over the counter, let's see, MENEF. Yep, I was right. I guess that's mean or mini. It's MENE. All right, and on this one, all right, this one's been heavily consolidated as well. Let me pull up the monthly on this one. All right, let's see. All right, so this one seems to be very flatlined. You don't really have too much going on in since 2016. Actually, make that since 2014, the market has pretty much been the same price. It hasn't moved in years, like literally years. This thing has been quiet. Let's see if I can break it down to the weekly, get a little bit better of a picture. Yeah, you're just consolidated. This thing is it's not trending at all. Overall, you're in a bear market and the market's just moving sideways, man. Not a lot going on here. Let's see here. The last one is USTC. Let's go ahead and get that one up for you. USTC. All right, this one's on the pink sheets too. USA Real Estate Holdings. All right. All right, so excuse me. Yeah, this one seems to have a little bit more going on for it. Okay, so this is trading way below a penny. This is like, that's 1,000th of a penny or something like that. And it's totally flatlined. So nothing going on this one. Let's see what the weekly looks like. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this one's not even enough data to really register anything. Okay. Yeah, this thing is not even at a penny. Yeah, man, nothing going up on this one, man. Sorry. Don't have nothing on this. This one doesn't even meet the criteria for the system. There's nothing on it. All right, I see you. Let's see. Kyle wants to know, how did you come to use the Kumo Cloud in your trading the way you use it? It is a very unique way to use the indicator. Yeah. Well, I've given my testimony multiple times throughout the last, 10 years or so. Basically, throughout my years of study, it took me over 20 years to build the pulse waves. And I was studying a lot of different indicators. Every indicator or trading methodology, strategy, whatever you want to call it, I've tested. And and I noticed that for some things that there were alternative ways to use both old and modern tools. And so I found that those were a good way to explain in my videos. So I came to use the Kumo Cloud in my trading videos. It is not a part of the PulseWave system. All the tools, indicators, whatever you want to call them, that make up the PulseWave system, all of them are proprietary. I do not use any standard technical indicators of any kind. All of my stuff is proprietary because I found that all of those technical indicators and things of that nature, none of them work. They don't work. They're great for looking at a chart, but they don't work. And I learned very quickly that they also don't tell you all the information that you need to know. They just don't, and they can't. They can't. So what I learned is that you know, using the algorithms, using very complex, formulas and codes and things of that nature, that's what does it. All right. So I use a synthesis of, machine learning, computer programs, artificial intelligence, whatever you want to call it. I use a lot of different things, a lot of different tools to create the pulse waves. The charts that you see are just for presentation purposes only. They have nothing to do with the system, with the methodology whatsoever. Um, I know people have tried thinking that they got something or they figured something out, but trust me, no, you haven't. Um, the system is extremely complex. We're talking hundreds and thousands of lines of code and just so much stuff, man. But I learned that using the Kumo clouds really helped to explain to people when I'm doing the technical analysis in my videos. But I have to stress that um, you just can't you can't make this stuff up. This stuff helps. It helps people to see what I'm talking about. But it is not the system. It is not the methodology whatsoever. All the post waivers that are even in this live stream can tell you it's not. There's nothing on the reports that say anything about moving averages and crossovers or Ikimuko clouds or Kumo clouds or none of that stuff. It's not in there. Nothing in there. There's no trading signals like that in there. Nothing. I don't use any of that stuff because, like I said, it doesn't work. And I know because I've tested hundreds, if not thousands, of methodologies and systems and technical indicators and everything from Bollinger Bands to Elliott Wave to GAN lines, Sigma bands, you name it. I've tried everything under the sun. And I learned a lot of different things and secrets, but some of the way that people use some of the regular indicators is not the correct way to use those indicators. I'll just leave it at that. But no, you're not going to be able to do anything with that with the standard charting packages that your broker gives you, or even the ones you pay for, like TradingView. Nice, beautiful charts, but you can't make a trading methodology and system out of that. Not one that's going to be consistent and robust. And what I mean by consistent and robust, for a trading system to be, for a mechanical trading system to be, robust like that and consistent, it would have to be so in all markets in all time frames. All right, so your system is not robust unless it can trade all the markets all the time in all market conditions, bull markets as well as bear markets. All right, so a system has to perform robustly, and not just one or two forex pairs, but all of the forex pairs. Not just one or two cryptos, all of the cryptos. Not just, a basket of 10 stocks. No, every stock on every continent, on every exchange. Not just perform well in US stock index futures. Nah, it needs to perform well in all of the commodity futures. Everything from pork bellies to corn to wheat to the S&P 500. That's a robust trading system, a robust trading strategy. So in order to achieve that, that's the holy grail. And trust me, I know I've been down that road. Once you have figured it out or discovered it, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Robustness is what every systems guy shoots for. And very few, very, very few of us ever even get close to achieving it. So when you stumble upon it, you want to take advantage of it because you won't find it anywhere else. And I just happen to be one of those people. The pulse waves methodology is very sound, very simple to use. I handle all the complicated stuff on my end, so that by the time it gets to you, it's simple for you to read and understand and follow along with. You don't need a whole bunch of jargon and a whole bunch of technical gobbledygook talk. You don't need to hear me say that. You don't need to hear about moving averages and Bollinger Bands from me. You don't need none of that. You just need to know, where do I buy? At what price should I buy? At what price should I sell? That's it. And then you need to know, is it a bull market, a bear market, or a consolidated market? That's what you need to know. That's it. It's just that simple. And the market figures out everything else for you. So there it is in a nutshell. That's how I came to use the Akuma clouds, because I found out that it works better in the presentation aspect of the YouTube videos. But again, it's not the system. It is just a way to show you how to look at the charts and see what I see as I'm explaining it to you. And that's it. And again, my charts are different than any other charts that anyone else will use, because these are algo charts. So they may or may not look like the charts that you may pull up in your trading software. Sometimes my charts are the total opposite. And that's just because they're algo charts. And they're based on totally different rules than what everyone else uses. All right. And I know it's weird, strange, all that good stuff, but who cares, right? As long as you make money with these markets, that's all that counts, and that's all that anyone's looking for at the end of the day. So with that being said, if you haven't already done so, go to pulsewavetrading.com. Take the 14-day challenge. Let's see how much money you can make in the next 14 days using the methodology for free. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Don't forget to smash that like button. Peace.